And then I was even seeing like the postpartum depression and that sort of thing among surrogate mothers is like insane. Like, I mean, it's really grim. I don't even want to get into it because it's disturbing, but it's like the postpartum, like disorders that would come from a woman who has to surrender her child through surrogacy is mental. You see all these different stories about these women, some of the things they do afterwards, and it's quite horrific. And
well, there's also the stories of the women who the gay men wanted her to get an abortion. Remember this one?
Yeah.
The woman was pregnant, and they said that there was a risk of, like
Down syndrome
or something. So they were like, abort it. And she was like, no. And they were like, you have to. It's ours, and we're requiring you to do it.
Yeah, and I believe she had zero legal recourse either. I think it was like, nope, that's theirs.
I'm curious on these rates of postpartum depression if these women had like children of their own. So I talked to my sister about this years and years ago, and if like having babies was a job, my sister would be like the LeBron James of having babies for people. She's one of those women who just loved being pregnant. She's got four boys of her own, and she was like, I would be a surrogate in a heartbeat. Again, this was like 10 years ago. It's one thing to say that; it's another to actually follow through with that. But yeah, I'm curious if these were women who, if this was their first child and then they had to give it up versus they had children before and they're like, oh, here I go again.